Hey there, I'm Alan. Welcome back to the Scratch Kitchen. In this one, what we're going to do is have Scratch Cat jump around a bunch and say howdy. The way we're going to start doing that is go into our search bar, SCRATCH, search for Scratch. Usually the first thing that comes up is scratch.mit.edu. We're going to click on that. The next thing we do is up in the menu bar, we're going to click Create. And then we close this tutorial that shows up every single time. Now, I'm going to go through this twice. The first time through, you can just watch me as I'll kind of talk about what's happening, and then we'll go through it again and you can follow along at home. First thing I want to do is get something that lets us start. And the way that we start is by pressing this green flag, and that's under this events. And so when we click events, we're going to drag when green flag is clicked. Next thing I want to do is have Scratch jump around a little bit. And we're going to do that by going into the motion section, the light blue, clicking this go to random position, bringing that over. Now, if we just click, every time we click, Scratch is going to jump around for us. That's pretty cool, other than the fact that we have to click every single time. So the way that I'm going to make me not have to click is I'm going to come down to this control section. And under control, I'm going to grab this repeat loop. So has a top, has a bottom, and then we put stuff in the middle, like this random position. We're going to link that back up. And now when we run it, Scratch jumps around 10 times randomly, but Scratch does it very, very fast. So what we want to do to slow Scratch down here a little bit is we're going to grab this wait 1 second. We're going to drag that right in there. And now for every time that we're repeating, the two things inside the loop are go to a random position and then wait for a second. And so you can see Scratch jump around and then wait, and then jump around and then wait. Last little thing that we can do is we can go under looks. We're going to grab say hello for 2 seconds. We're going to drag that right in there and put it in. And as always, when we drag it in properly, the expansion happens for us so we can just drop the thing in. Now, I don't want to say hello. I want to say howdy. So I'm just going to click in there until I get it highlighted and delete it and type in howdy. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I don't want to be 2 seconds. I want to do 1 second. So we're going to change that to that. Now, when we click, Scratch is going to jump around and say howdy once every second. That's pretty much it for that one. So now what we can do is I'm going to screenshot this. We'll put it down below, and then we can look at that and go through and do it again ourselves a little bit slower so you can see what's happening. So cool. All right. And now we're ready to get it going again. So what we're going to do is just start from the beginning. I almost said from scratch. And we're going to go to the Scratch homepage and click on Create. That'll open up our new Scratch thing for us. We'll click on the tutorial to close it. And now we're ready to go. Now, instead of doing what we did the first time where I kind of just ran through stuff really quickly, and did it back and forth a little bit in terms of I started in one place, added some stuff, then put the wrap around it. We're actually going to go straight from the top to the bottom because it's a little easier to kind of see what's happening as we do that. The way I was doing it was the first time was a creative way to do it when I was messing around with this. But now we know what we want to do, so we can just kind of follow the directions. And that's a really convenient way to figure stuff out. So we've got the down below me. You can see it full time. I'm going to keep bringing this in and out just to help us kind of keep track of it so that I can point my mouse at it. So the first thing we want to add is this when green flag is clicked. So we're going to grab that. That is under events. Hooray, I got it right. It's under events. So at this point, nothing happens because nothing is like, we can click the green flag and like that's catching a signal that says, hey, the flag is clicked, but it doesn't have anything to do. So next thing we want to do is we're going to grab this repeat 10, which is this little thing that kind of wraps around all the rest of those blocks. That is under control. So we're going to go to control here. We're going to grab repeat 10 and we're going to put it right there. And so that's this thing right here wrapping everything. And now we can put the stuff inside of it. But before we do that, if we click green flag now, still nothing happens. Like it's sending the signal. You can see it flash yellow there sometimes for a real quick instant. It's getting the signal. It's saying, hey, go do something. And it's repeating 10. It's just repeating 10 of nothing because there's nothing in the middle of it. So now we get to add stuff in the middle of it. And the thing we're going to add is our go to random position. We'll just do these top down. So I think that is in motion and go to random position. So we're going to grab go to random position and just slot that block right in there. Now when we click the green flag, we should see something happen. And there goes Scratch all over the place. Same problem that we had before, because we're doing the same thing, and computers are really good about doing the same thing over and over again, where if we click it, it's going as fast as possible. So we don't have any time to see where Scratch kind of lands. It's just all over the place. So the way we slow Scratch down, we wait for a second, and that's this one right here. And you can tell this darker orange, I guess, is under control, I think. Yep. Here's wait 1 second. So we're going to grab wait 1 second and drag it in. And then as we do the wait 1 second, if we run it now, you can see Scratch kind of bumping around. Let's see. So the next thing we're going to do is we want to have Scratch say howdy. And so the steps that we need to do there are we go find our looks, because saying stuff is under look. And we're going to grab say hello for 2 seconds, drag it in. Click and go. Boom. Hello, move, hello, move, hello. I'm going to click the red stop sign again because we want to change this to say howdy with an exclamation point. If we click in here, delete that, hit 1, and now we do it, goes a little faster and says howdy. Now, one thing that's cool about these numbers is you can put a 0 and then a period and then like a 3 and hit go, and it'll go much faster. And oh, let's do it here too. 0.3. So it's a lot faster, but it's not that instantaneous jump that they did earlier. But anyways, there you go. That's Scratchcat jumping around, saying howdy in random positions. Hope you all enjoyed it. Catch you next time.